The following is a presentation of Studio Audrain, powered by the Mexico Ledger.
Welcome into the Mexico Ledger Saturday morning sports show live from Slumberland. I'm Matt Pilger, and today we're going to have a special show dedicated to Mexico Bulldogs football. As a matter of fact, we have 4 seniors in the house. We're going to start over with Wyler Broeker, Charlie Fisher, Kaden Benne, and Drew DeMint here this morning. You guys are off to a nice start this season. Wyler, we want to talk to you first, senior. Talk a little bit about your role on the team. You play, you're known for your defensive skills, right? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit faster, than some of the linemen. So when it comes to passing on their offense, we can get off the ball pretty easy. We're pretty explosive on defense, and I think our offensive line is looking pretty solid this year. We have a lot of younger players doing their job and stepping up, so I think that helps out a lot.
You played football all 4 years.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about some of the differences that you see in this year's team from the others. What's unique about this team?
I think I can definitely tell that this year, we're really about it, and everybody's kind of more locked in and everything, and we're doing our job. And I think we've learned a lot over the past couple of years about each other and gotten some team chemistry, and I think we're looking for a good year this year.
Have you chose a college yet? Which school that you're going to go to?
I have not chose college yet.
Still thinking about it. All right, you have a little bit of time. Charlie Fisher, will bring you into the conversation, the quarterback. What do you like about this year's team? The Centralia game, I kind of felt like everybody was still getting to know one another as far as the younger guys.
Yeah.
But then after that, you guys start turning on the burners and get things cooking. Kind of talk about this year's team.
Yeah, so we're pretty young. We got a strong senior class that are really good leaders, help leading the young kids. Feel like they didn't have much varsity experience, but now after that first game, they're starting to get the hang of things and start doing their job more consistently. So I really like our sophomore class. They're stepping up and getting in there and playing pretty well.
Kaden Benne, your role on the team, tight end, but you play defense as well. Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about going into this senior year. I'm sure you're thinking a lot about Mexico football, and it's going to be the last time you're playing football. Your thoughts on this season so far?
This season's been really good so far. Usually when we get in those tough battles like we had with Odessa, we usually lay over a little bit, but we really came out, we gave it to them, and we had really good leadership on the field. I'm pretty proud of that.
Absolutely. Drew DeMint, you're off to a hot start again this season and doing really, really well. What do you like about Mexico football this year?
Like Charlie said, our younger sophomores, our first game, they were kind of nervous and not knowing everything, and they're nervous, just made them lose, what they've learned and everything. So, I think the first game was a very good start to the season just to get us going, and then you obviously see last 2 weeks we have less turnovers and more, getting at it after it. So I think it's improved a lot.
We've all seen the video of the mom's tackling clinic out there. I just want to go around by committee and figure out whose mom tackles the hardest. Let's go with Wyler first. What's your call?
I think we all know it's Tracy Benne.
Charlie?
Yeah, I agree with Wyler.
Second best? I saw Amy out there. She did all right.
Yeah, but hitting's not really in her nature.
Very nice. Let's talk a little bit about signature wins. One that comes to my mind has got to be the Kirksville double OT game in the district playoffs last year. Wyler, we'll start off with you. What are some of your favorite memories of Mexico football?
Yeah, that game was a great game. I loved the ending to it and just being there with the team for everything. But I think my favorite game overall, probably, I'd say it may have been Kirksville then or Centralia last year. I really loved Centralia. It was a home game for the season opener. It felt good to get the win straight off. But I think I really liked both those games.
Charlie?
Yeah, there's been a lot of pretty good games. The earliest one I can remember is my sophomore year when we went up to Marshall Faced a lot of adversity that game. And then last year, Centralia, the home opener, I liked that game too. And then Moberly last year also. It seemed like everything was going our way, and we were all doing our jobs and playing really well.
What about for you, Kaden?
I really enjoyed that Kirksville double OT game, but most recently this Odessa game, that was pretty good.
Beating a state-ranked team and battling all back and forth, and you get down by a couple of scores in that first quarter, but nobody gave up.
Yep.
And that's got to be a signature win this season for sure.
Yeah.
What about for you, Drew?
I think about the Kirksville game because everyone doubted us, and we were if not the last seed, the second to last seed, and Kirksville was obviously 9-0, and they got their first loss to us in districts. And also, like Charlie said, the Moberly game, everything went perfect that game. I mean, I don't really know if we had that many mistakes. And then, of course, last night, Odessa, it was good all around.
Of course, we've talked a lot about it being the last year in the North Central Missouri Conference. Some of those opponents that you're really looking forward to playing, I know Fulton in the 54 Bowl has got to be big, but you guys gave Hannibal everything they wanted and more last year. Who are some of those teams that you really want to go out with victories over this year?
Hannibal, definitely, for sure. That's been on my radar since last year. That was a tough loss. I think could have done a lot better. We had a lot of good seniors last year that I felt like a lot of us looked up to, and that felt hard to lose them on a game like that.
Yeah, mostly every team I'm hoping to beat for here on out. Our conference is tough every year, and we've been playing these teams for quite a while. So from youth football to middle school to high school. So I'm just hoping to beat most of the teams in our conference here on out.
Absolutely. Kaden?
I'm agreeing with Charlie there. I want to go out on a high note and get a lot of wins.
Drew, is it Fulton?
Yeah, I agree with them, and then also Fulton and Hannibal because, I mean, Hannibal's always, they got this guy, they got that guy, and always put in extra work, and we always have the hard conference and district, so hopefully we can go out good.
Some of the goals for this season, I know a deep playoff run has got to be in the cards for you guys. Is that the goal, to win districts or maybe even go a little bit further? And can you talk a little bit about some of those teams in your district? And, I mean, you already saw Odessa. Talk a little bit more about your district opponents this year.
I think last year, it was good for us to get a little bit into districts to help us kind of, learn what's going to happen and what's going to be like. But I think we'd all like to end this year out with that district championship trophy at least,
Yeah, I think our sophomore year and the year before that, we were just going into districts like kind of already feeling down about the season being over and stuff like that. But I feel like the last year after getting that first district win and then coming into this year, I feel like, we're expecting to win a few games in playoffs. It's not like the past years where we just go into it already thinking about the next sports season or something like that. So we're really pumped up for playoff time.
This year is our year.
Yeah.
Okay. Kaden?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I want to go into districts, get a couple wins, but I also want that conference title. We haven't got it for a while, and I think this is our year to get it.
Drew, you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think, we already saw Odessa. We play Marshall next week. We know what Hannibal's like. We know what Kirksville's like. We also play them in the regular season, so we'll see most of the teams before we get into districts, so we know what we're going at, and I feel confident about it.
Everybody's seniors here, as we've mentioned. Do you all know where you're going to school? Will you continue playing football, playing some sort of sports? We'll start off with you, Wyler.
I would like to continue playing football. I feel like we just keep a good season going. A lot of us can achieve what we want to in the next level, But I haven't decided yet. I'm still waiting.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go run track in college. Haven't decided where yet, but since track's towards the end of the school year, I'll probably have quite a while before I make a decision. So.
All right.
I definitely want to go play basketball after this, but I'm not sure where yet.
I'm going to go play baseball, but I'm not 100% where yet.
All right. We'll keep our eye on that spot for sure and look out for the decisions, and we want to wish you guys the best of luck on the rest of the season. We appreciate you all getting up early after the football games and the wear and tear out there and coming in and chatting with us.
Yeah,
Yep,
thanks for
thank
having
you.
us.
Mexico football players, leaders on the team, as a matter of fact, seniors Wyler Broeker, Charlie Fisher, Kaden Benne, and Drew DeMint. And we do want to thank our sponsors for the Saturday morning sports show here. Of course, our studio sponsor, Slumberland Furniture. Logan Ray built the set and got the helmets here. It's a beautiful set. Thank them very much for their sponsorship. United Credit Union, Weber Family of Pharmacies, the Mexico School District, and Arthur Center Community Health. Hope everybody's sports teams win this week and beyond. And that's going to do it for another sports show here at the Mexico Ledger. From Slumberland, I'm Matt Pilger.